Lesson 56. Number 1 says estimate first, then give the exact product 9.1 times 4.5. We're going to round 9 and 1/10 to 9, 4 and 5/10 to 5. And if I multiply those two together, I get 45. So that'll be, that's when we're done with this problem right here. We want to be close to 45. 5 times 1 is 5. 9 times 5 is 45. A little place marker here. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 9 is 36. Add those together. We should get 40 and 95 hundredths, which is also close to 45, so we're good. Number 2, which probably got shown, is a regular pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. All of these do have 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're good. Regular means they have the same, all the sides are exactly the same distance, and all the angles are the same. So that'll cancel out A, B, and D. C is the only one. Number 3, choose a numerical expression that represents subtracting 646 from 8,109 and then dividing by 2/10. So we're subtracting 646 from 8,109 first. That means that's got to be in the parentheses, so it's one of these two. And we're subtracting 646 from 8,109, so that's going to be, the 646 is going to come second. So we got A. Number 4 is 35 times 32. 5 times 2 is 10, carried by 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Place marker, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And I'm going to add them together, I get 1,120. Number 5. Number 5 is asking to do 48 is a multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, blank, 12, blank, 24, and 48. Basically, when you're trying to find a multiple, that's the same thing as saying what are all the factors of 48. So at 1, 2, 3, 4, and when they're written like this, you're looking from the first one to the last one. So 1 times 48 gives you 48. 2 times 24 gives you 48. 3 times what gives you 48? 16. 4 times 12 gives you 48, and then also 6 times 8 gives you 48. Number 6, we're just going to divide these normally. If you'd like to use a place value model, have at it, but we're just going to multiply or divide this normally. It's 15, subtract, bring down. That goes in 1 time, subtract, bring down. 5 into 7 goes 1 time. Apply, subtract, and you should have 311 remainder 2. Number 7, choose the numbers that are multiples of both 2 and 9. And here are our choices. We have 27, 36, 90, 54, and 56. First thing I'm going to do is cross out all numbers that are odd because 2 will not go into an odd number. That's that one. Now I'm just going to check to make sure 2 will work for all the rest of them. I'm just going to check to see if 9 works for any of these. 9 and 36 is correct, 4 times. 9 times 10 gives me 90, so that works. 9 times 6 gives me 54, so that works. 9 times nothing gives me 56, so 56 does not work. Number 8, order the numbers from greatest to least. So this says greatest to least. So we want our highest number first. These are all 12s. So we're going to go to our tenths column and find the highest number. That's a 6, so that's 12, and 61 hundredths would come first. Then we got our 1 first, so it's 12 and 106,000. And then finally 12 and 61 thousandths. Number 9. Little geometry here. Number 9 says the 2 rays form a right angle. That's important. what is the value of y? It's important because a right angle is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so that means when I add this angle 31, this angle 26, and this angle y, I should get 90. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this real quick. 31 plus 26 is 57. So we're trying to solve 57 plus what number will give us 90? Well, if I subtract those two, you'll notice that it's y is equal to 33 degrees. If I add all three of those together, I get 90. Number 10, 3/5 plus 4/7. Kind of getting into this today and tomorrow. So we can't add these because 5 and 7 are not the same denominators. You can't do that. What we're going to try to find is what we call a lowest common denominator or a least common denominator, which is basically the same thing as an LCM. And so I just went ahead and set my ladder up. There is nothing that goes into both 5 and 7. Remember, we're looking at 2, 3, 5, and 7. Well, nothing goes into both 5 and 7 except the number 1. So the number 1 would be our greatest common factor. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. So it's like our same numbers. What does that mean? To find the LCM, we got to do 5 times 7. It's 35. So 35 will be our lowest common denominator. Now we make equivalent fractions like we did yesterday. 5 times 7 is 35, therefore 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 5 is 35, 5 times 4 is 20. Add those two together, and you get 41 over 35. That is an improper fraction, and we're going to want to change that into a mixed number. So you can do a couple things. You could ask how many ones you can get out of that. In this case, I get 1 with, subtract these two, that would give me, what, 6 left over. That would be 1 and 6/35. Moving on to number 11, I have to write 3,205 in words. I'm just going to write what I say. 3,000. 205. Notice I don't write the word and in there. And doesn't belong in there, but don't put it in there. Number 12. Name the ordered pair that represents point A on the coordinate plane. Remember, we do x first, then y. We gotta crawl before we can climb, or we gotta walk over the mountain before we can climb it. Therefore, we're gonna walk over 3, or climb 2. 3, 2. Number 13. Shade in 4400 for the fraction model. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 40. And we need to do 4 more. That's 4400. Okay, then it says write this fraction as a decimal. That's 4400. And in the decimal, the value of the digit in the tenths place is 10 times as much as the value of the digit in the hundreds place. 14, round 31. 31 and 235 thousandths to the nearest tenth. Here's my tenth column. I'm going to look at that. That's going to tell it to keep it the same. 31 and 2 tenths. 15, find the length of the line to the nearest centimeter and millimeter. To the nearest centimeter. So we got our centimeters on top and our millimeters on the bottom. It's kind of tough to tell here, but it looks like we're looking at 2.5 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters. And if you think about our rounding rules, the 2.5 would round up to 3 centimeters. And our millimeters, so here's 20, right? So we got 10 there, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That'd be 25 millimeters. Let's write that on here. That's 3 centimeters, or 25 millimeters. And finally, number 16, we're going to go ahead and that are inside our brackets. This goes first, so 39 minus 21, that gives me 18 divided by 6 in our brackets, times 4. Do our brackets next. 18 minus 6 is, divided by 6 is 3. And 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, tomorrow's our test, our little quiz, so make sure we're studying. See ya.